Don't know why that was turned off. Hello. We are back. Episode 12 of Conception. This was a later time, right? Yeah. We're past the Cancer, we're in Leo. And going to blue. Do you know only 10% of the people who played this game have unlocked the Bondsman? That was news to me. This better not be a trap. Thank you. Is Leo? Leo is not the archer, right? Because why am I finding all these bows around here? I think the rarest Steam achievement I have so far is the one that's like, oh, 10% of people have this.
Let's go.
Bum, 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 bum. I think everything's set up here, yeah. Should be good to go. Got done a lot later than I wanted to with stuff today, but that's fine, because we got her done.
Let's go.
Oh,
Don't let your guard down.
I forgot to heal up Team B. Please don't die, Team B. When a God's Gift and a Star Maiden like each other a little bit, they go to church. They hold hands at some jazz, and then a baby's born. Sometimes two. And they come out fighting. That's what they taught us in school. Team equip best. There we go. Hey, good job. We just started up.
Let's go.
So we are in, I believe, the 11th dungeon. I think this is Leo. Yeah, I had the We had an hour meeting that got the start time pushed back, and then it ran a little over. And then kind of jumped on pretty like quickly after that, so. And then it'll be this until dinner, and then probably watching the dogs while, oh, hit the B button there. Watching the dogs while Abby does her last final of the year. Still have not gotten my 13 Sentinels cart. I think this is, so when I pre-ordered it, I do a lot of the Play Asia pre-orders because they tend to get a lot of the, a lot of carts where there's not always carts made. And it wasn't clear to me when they announced it if there would be US carts. So I said I definitely want one, I ordered one from them. And then around the time that I'd realized, oh, like, you know, you could go to Best Buy or Amazon or Targets. Then it was already like in processing, so it would be kind of a pain to cancel. But like, I'm playing Super Robot Wars X right now. I got probably Monarch on the box, like the chopping block next. So I got plenty of games to play. It's just I was like, wow, like I was kind of expecting to throw that on the stack a little earlier. No, it's definitely, it's nothing that's like held up in, nothing that's held up in shipping. I think it was just, I think they had a lot of interest in it, and I think part of that was just like them getting their supply in.
Let's go.
But what else do I have? I've got Live a Live. Looks like it's getting a physical release, and I ordered that through more domestic means. And that'll be in June or July. Technically a game I could just like play now because I have the I've got the translated SMC sitting around on my computer. And I remember playing a bit of it when I was younger. The DJ Max Respect V is a game that keeps like crossing my eyes. I'm like, like I should just get that because I might like it, but I haven't really pulled the trigger on it yet. It turns out at some point I had like pre-ordered the entire Final Fantasy VI, like Pixel Collection, which was a bad idea. I don't know why I did that. But those are all sitting in my Steam library. What was the other one? Chrono Cross's release is also on Switch, and I think that the Switch port, like the Switch one, was delayed. So I'm not buying Chrono Cross on PC because I'll get a Switch card of that eventually as well. So I have somewhere on my PS1 shelf, I have a Chrono Cross that is sealed because what was it, 2 or 3 years ago, somebody was like, hey, you know, Square Enix has a bunch of their like kind of classic games that are still selling new on their website. So sure enough, in the Lord's year 2019, I went to SquareEnix.com and I bought a sealed Chrono Cross. I mean, it was the greatest hits edition, but like first hand sealed. And I haven't opened it up yet. And I was thinking about playing it, and then it's like the rumors of, oh, maybe Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross will get re-released. So I've kept that puppy sealed. I think all the games that they since had on their website are gone. So I have FF8. I don't know if they did the remaster on Switch or not, but I definitely have that for Switch, and I think I have the non-remastered version on PC. That's a game I remember enjoying, but I also remember going through heavily with a game FAQ. So a lot of games I choose, I tell Abby, it's like, hey, this is like a bedtime game. Like, a game that I can just kind of play like laying in bed while we watch anime or a movie, and she can kind of like look over at me, and or I can like
Don't let
point
your
at her and say, "Look, I got Squall," and she can be like, "Okay, yeah, that's great," and then I'll go on. But we played Final Fantasy VII like that, the remaster completely on Switch, just like, "Hey, Abby, look, this is Sephiroth. This is everything that's going on. Do you know who Vincent is? I kind of do." So yeah, what was I playing? I was playing that was I in 8th grade? Might have been 8th or 9th grade when I played through Final Fantasy VIII. And it was relatively new. And yeah, I definitely needed a guide because like, oh, the Guardian forces, like where do I get all those? Where do I get
Let's go.
all the, like, who do I need to win to get the best cards for a triple triad? I think it was triple triad. They've renamed that game a few times. I mean, I probably identified more with the teacher who was trying to get everybody in line, but the Gunblade, probably one of the better real-time battle mechanics, I would say. It always felt great to land that extra R1. Oh, Jeff's at 69 HP. Just gonna share that to my friend Jeff. That's more for me. Oh yeah, Quistis was a little into her students. But I was a dummy 16-year-old at the time. Or 14-year-old, yeah. What was I? Yeah, around that time, I got a TI 83 plus, and I like loved playing calculator games, and I liked making them. And I got to the point on the TI 83 plus where I could program and type out all the commands for everything without looking, because everything's in a menu, right? If you want square root, it's like math, algebraic, and then like number 5 for that symbol. So I got to the point where I knew most of the symbols, that I could just literally like program it under the table in math class without looking. And the reason I had to do that is because my first parent-teacher conference in 8th grade, like my mom went up to the school and you know, I was a pretty good kid, so across the board, no problems. And then we got to the math teacher, and he's like, you know, we do actually have a problem, and I haven't really talked to Nick about it yet. And she's like, well, what's going on? He's like, well, you know, he's playing calculator games and programming his calculator in class. And my mom's like, okay, so like, you know, that's affecting his grades, right? He's like, well, actually, it's not affecting his grades at all. But he's disrupting the people around him, and they're not paying attention to the class because he's able to pay attention to the class and some game on his calculator or whatever he's programming. And it'd just be like, if you could just not keep that to the lecture, that would be great. So I got yelled at for like, I guess, distracting other people while being fine myself, which was not what she was used to in the conferences. But then when she found out I was programming, and I'm like, I could do a lot more with a TI-92. So I got a TI-92, like, that was my birthday present one year, when they went on sale at a local Sam's Club. And when I got that, okay, this is a long story, but when I got TI-92 Plus, or TI-92, there's a lot of, like, other games people had made for it, and one of them was, like, Final Fantasy VIII, like, After Years, like, some sequel to Final Fantasy VIII on the TI-92. And I remember thinking, oh my god, this is gonna look just like the PlayStation camera. It did not look like the PlayStation. It did have a 3D graphing mode, and it did allow for like more 3D graphics, but 6800K is not a, or 68,000K is not that's not a PlayStation by any means. I mean, it did look a lot like the it kind of looked like between like what people were trying to do late Super Nintendo and a bit like the Pocket Station. It was like bizarre and fun. But yeah, also like probably shouldn't have been like messing around in class. But a lot of my high school and college is kind of the only reason I got in trouble is because I got really bored. There's two classes everybody needs to take their senior year in my high school to graduate. First half of the year it's economics, and the second half of the year it's like U.S. government. So my economics class, I usually read through the textbook on the way to class, or like sitting in the room before class because it was the first one of the day. So I just get there, like read through all the reading of the day, usually get the homework done, and then he'll do the lecture for the parts I've already read. And but like the first couple weeks, he called me after class. He was like, "Hey, you know, you need to stop reading during class." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I see." He's like, "You're not being super sneaky about it, but I see you just like have whatever book up you want under your econ book." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I already know this, and I'm very bored." And so he gave me a test after school, and I aced it. He's like, "Okay, you obviously know your stuff." He's like, "Just try not to make a big deal about it." He's like, "You don't have to like hide it under your econ book anymore." He's like, "Just maybe grab a seat in the back and read." And so like I was doing that, and then like the fifth week, he was talking to somebody. He's like, "Hey, like why don't you have your book open?" Well, Nick doesn't have his book open. He's like, "Well, Nick's aced or gotten A's on all of his tests. So, and he's not bothering anybody." I just think a lot of school would probably be better self-paced.
Let's go.
And I bet you a lot of kids who probably did bad at school because they like woke up early and were dragged to class. Maybe didn't get a breakfast in them and then had to deal with crap they weren't interested in. Probably would have been better off studying at a different time or in different increments. So the school system sucks. But Final Fantasy VIII is good.
Don't let your guard down.
And I think I'm to the point I remember so little of the Final Fantasy VIII plots that a replay might be mostly new to me. Dude, I remember seeing, was there anything else that anybody saw on the Square sale, or you saw on the Square sale that was particularly interesting? I know I didn't see a whole lot that I kind of was like, oh, I own most of these, or I play them and aren't going to replay them.
Don't let your guard down.
Steam. Oh yeah, so there's the Koei Tecmo sale too. Monster Rancher 1 and 2 I already have for Switch. Got all the Italia games. I've never played a Fatal Frame. And they've got a Fatal Frame game on there. Oh shit, what did Koei Tecmo do? Did I not get the memo? Oh, just like busted ass PC ports. I don't know if I've played one of their PC ports. I think I own some of them, but I don't think I've ever launched them. Let's see, Square Enix, Golden Weekend sale, or Golden Week sale. New sales page. Wow, this is a really bad mobile. Okay, Dragon Quest. Octopath Traveler is an amazing game. I don't know how well the PC port is, but obviously one of my top games. I think I own 8 and 8 remastered according to this, but $10 for 8 remastered sounds pretty good. The Final Fantasy Legend / Saga collection. Those were a fun set of Game Boy games. From what I saw in the Switch port,
Don't let your guard down.
unless you really want to own them on PC, I would recommend just firing up your favorite Game Boy emulator. Oh, I was going to ask you about this. What, have you ever messed with Front Mission Evolved? Because I saw that on there. Dynasty Warrior 8, specific Windows C++. I mean, that's, generally the games will, like, package their distros. So, like, if you need a specific, DirectX or C++ library, it gets packaged in okay. But sometimes, a bad installer will not do that.
Don't let your guard down.
All Saga Frontier and 2 Romancing Sagas on sale. So if you're a Saga head. Obviously The Quiet Man. A steal at $3. I guess I'd be shocked but not shocked, like if it passed their certification, not installing and launching from scratch.
Don't let your guard down.
My only experience with The Quiet Man is like watching part of it on a Giant Bomb Extra Life. It didn't look particularly enjoyable. It didn't look like $3 like bad. But I've never played it, and I'm not going to. And the Star Ocean's probably a pretty good deal for $7, so there's a lot of Square Enix games I haven't really gotten into. I didn't know she'd run in here. I have the headset on and she was very quiet. Uh, I've played through the SNES Star Ocean. And that may be it. I think I definitely own Star Ocean Blue Sphere on Game Boy, the Japanese one.
Let's go.
I like the SNES Star Ocean. That's like another, like a lot of those games I was playing like in sort of high school days on a computer in a time when emulation wasn't even, SNES emulation wasn't super good. So it would be a, I mean to be tired. It'd be fun like to replay through a lot of those stories, because I remember like the basic conceits of Star Ocean, which I don't want to spoil here, but
Let's go.
like it's fun and I like it. And I've never played a second story. I think I have one of the Star Oceans for PlayStation 3, and I got the 1 or 2 that were on Steam right now.
Don't let your guard down.
Getting to the point where I need an afternoon nap some days. There's a lot of game series and games I want to play, which is why when I look at years like last year and this year, and it's like, well, kind of only a handful of games came out that I really wanted to play. I'm like, that's fine. That's kind of more time to catch up.
Don't let your guard down.
Which after Microsoft buys everything up and then crumbles under its inability to subsidize the gaming industry through recession or slump in Microsoft's stock, then we may be playing a lot less games. Going to blue.
Welcome.
These are much better swords. Yes, I'll take a Bio-Ghosh. I mean, yeah, there's SMT games. I think I might have even mentioned at some point that I am not, that I'm a dummy, and I might actually consider. Sure, we'll try this on her. Might actually consider a Kingdom Hearts again. Because I played the first Kingdom Hearts when it came out. And maybe I try it again. But yeah, still have SMT4. Haven't touched haven't touched more than like a little bit of SMT2. Oh yeah. So I do have the Trails of the Cold Steel games are on sale, or I think 4 is on sale right now, but I think maybe all 4 are on Steam. I do have Ys 1 and 2. I've got Ys 7, got Ys 9 Nocturne, don't have Ys Nuts. The like some of the modern Dragon Warriors are great. Like so, like Dragon Warrior, or Dragon Quest 7 through like 11, all look pretty fun. So yeah, like, I mean, as far as the industry is concerned, I'm okay if the game industry wants to crash for like 5 years,
Don't let your guard down.
because I have 10 years worth of games to play. That is the DS. The DS Valkyrie profile, if I remember looking recently, is actually like cheap as a cart. Is that right? Is that like a $20 cart? Or if it's not, maybe I can send you a link later, because I thought I found a $20 English cart of it. So like very reasonable for a DS game. So I don't know if that means that Valkyrie profile Covenant of the Plume is bad, or if they just made lots. I would say if like the speedrun is at all popular, I would pull the trigger on getting that in earlier than later. But I guess if you, unless you wanted to do the speedrun of it, probably just run it on emulator. Oh. So not super recent.
Don't let your guard down.
I'm also a big enjoyer of the Wild Arms series. I played through the first two and part of the third. They're definitely not making any more of those. Mediavision is like, I think that's the company. Mediavision is like very out of business. Hey Foxy,
Let's go.
what are you doing over here? Oh, the Wild Arms series. It is it's a Western JRPG. In the very literal, oh, I guess not literal sense of the word Western. A sense of the word Western. You okay, buddy? Abby had moved the dogs in here for a bit, and they're getting situated. But there's a game called Wild Arms XF, which is a tactical RPG. That is on the PSP and digitally on the Vita. Yeah, I've not done much front mission either. I saw Evolved was on the PC with mixed reviews,
Let's go.
and I was like, well, maybe that's not a one to get, even though it's on sale. Sometimes it's really hard to tell from a mixed review if it's like, oh, is this like in the case of Chrono Trigger, are people saying it's a mixed review because it's a bad port or it's a bad game? And it looks like, it kind of looked to me like people were complaining that it wasn't the,
Don't let your guard down.
people all tried to be like Armored Core. Okay, so it went more action-y and people were like, hey, this isn't my tactics. That's one, so FromSoft can't go under because we need a new Armored Core.
Don't let your guard down.
we need an armored core, but if it's me shooting a machine gun at giant bosses for a long time, I might not enjoy it that much. Wondering why these didn't show up in my homepage for... Oh, these are sales that are going on Steam. Oh yeah, max, here's we go. NeoWiz, Max Respect V, only $15. Should definitely take a look at that publisher.
Don't let your guard down.
Yeah, my wrists are generally definitely something I need to look at and keep an eye on. I know when I was doing like back when I was playing Overwatch or doing like sitting down and playing Apex for a long time, like 8 hours at a PC would really start to hurt my wrists. Which when you're already at a keyboard, a good portion of the day is not a very relaxing like angle or position to be in.
Let's go.
So as you can tell from the prompts on the screen, I am using my Xbox One controller for this game. I think it has okay PC controls, but like this was definitely designed for a gamepad. And the gamepad's generally easier on my wrists. And I haven't broken down and become an Apex controller. Oh, do you use the Stadia controller wired for PC games? I think my problem with the Stadia controller is that it feels a little too much like a PlayStation 4 controller, and I don't like the long thin ends. I don't know, the way my hand shape is just better for like a thicker Xbox controller, I guess. But yeah, I remember at one point
Let your guard down.
I was they do a lot of like try stuff internally before they release it. And I remember at one point like trying various prototypes of a Stadia controller. And they were definitely worse designs. But that's just kind of what you got to do when you're designing a controller. Or designing anything. You gotta make a whole bunch, see what works. We still have a Stadia in box here. So I think I got one for free with YouTube Premium. And then never unboxed it. Like over a year ago. Or no, wait. I think we did unbox it. We unboxed it because the HD Chromecast that it came with had better support. Oh no. I think I got a month free before it was live. Because I did they do things called dog foods internally, which is, hey, try out our product a bunch and you kind of get early access to it, and like if you're somebody who does that often, you kind of get priority at trying things. Like people who give good feedback and like detailed feedback are chosen for a lot of these sort of programs. So I was in it for a bit, and I got it for free during that couple, like that month or two period, and it was definitely, it has come a long way. But no, I don't get one free just because I'm at Google.
Let's go.
At the time, I had that. I had Stadia access with all the games they had. Because they're like, you're a tester, you should have access to all the games. So they kind of just unlocked them. But then I lost all that after it went as a live service. Yeah, I don't get a lot of like good discounts on stuff. Most of our hardware programs, I get like,
Don't let your guard down.
I guess, big discounts on cheap items and small but no discounts on expensive items. Yeah, I probably get a few more perks than that, but it's kind of like that. It's like, oh yeah, you get like, you want 10% off a pixel or whatever it is. Okay. Also, maybe we're out of pixels.
Let's go.
I don't know. Now that I have a house, like things like home automation across the house would be interesting, like, or nice, but the Wi-Fi coverage that we have so far isn't great, and I can't tell if that is our modem or like the repeaters or how I have the repeater set up, or maybe they're too dense or they're not on the right channels. It's something like I'm always messing with. But it doesn't really make sense to have that sort of home automation set up for like, oh, the garage door opener from the bedroom or from my phone if it doesn't work across the house, but only works when I'm right next to the garage door. And a lot of like the Google stuff is like, oh, you want like an expensive Nest Cam or
Don't let your guard down.
doorbell cam? Hey, bud. Which 4 Final Fantasies were you missing? Eight Remaster, 12 HD Lightning Returns, and Type 0. Yeah, I don't think I have any of the 12 or like the Type offshoots.
Let's go.
8 Remaster, I think it's just a good choice. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna get Abby to play all the Final Fantasies. So I think she's played through 1 and 2, and that might be it. I've not played any. Sorry, I'm pretty sure I played and beaten 1, 4 through 8, 10.
Don't let your guard
So I haven't played 9. I haven't beaten 2. I don't think I played 3 at all. And yeah, like 11 and above. Just didn't touch. Oh, and I really wanted to get into Final Fantasy, what is it, 14, 15 online. I just like I started playing and I'm like, okay, I'm not the person who enjoys an MMO loop or the MMO controls. Wander through this very dense
Let's go.
city with a convoluted map layout. There's 20 different vendors you need to know about. Oh, bring back 5 Gorgonzola skins. Well, what's a Gorgonzola? Like, I did spend like a lot of time like fighting around to bring back 5 of some defeated early enemy. And then it got weird because it looked like it wanted me to keep doing fetch quests back to the home base, but like I kept getting pulled into events and stuff happening outside, and I couldn't tell if like, is this what's supposed to happen? Do I just like, am I accidentally doing side missions when I should be concentrating on the main ones?
Don't let your
And
guard down.
only mildly interested in the story, and I'm like, well, you know, this magical bunny boy is okay, I guess, but just I really wasn't feeling it. And I played for like 2 hours, and my brother messaged me. He's like, "Oh my god, you playing this now?" And I'm like, I'm really just messing around with it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep up with it. But he was excited. He's like, "Okay, if you're playing, let me know. I got a guild you can join. We can hook you up with this gear." Because he's been playing that pretty much since it came out, like off and on. He went through like the world resets and all those events. Okay, this should be the boss fight, I guess. We only got 1 person leveled up from that, or max leveled. Let's see. Here we go.
No way. I know that.
It kind of sucks because my brother and I play a bunch of games, just like we don't play a lot of the same games or at the same time. So sometimes I'll be into a game that he's all like, "Oh, I don't like, I've already played that," or he'll be into the game and I'm like, I don't know, this doesn't sound fun.
All right, let's go. A powerful enemy. My turn. Let's do this.
Mecha unit. Better than no damage, I guess.
My turn.
None of these are doing a ton of damage. I like that.
Next up.
Oh no. Did the Mecha Unites unform? Sure did.
My turn.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a drive chain going. Well, didn't kill me. But it sure got close. Good job, kids. Enshrine the Femiruna offering. Yeah, when the Mecha Unite only did like 2,000 with the special ability, I knew that was just a fight that was gonna come down to it.
Wait.
Oh. What's that? Well,
Just having to find myself here. Uh-oh. Is she gonna tell me that she's available for tri-mating?
oh? Come on now. Yes. You.
What?
Slap her on the head.
Huh? Oh.
3-star mains at the same time.
Not in your life. Come on now. Oh.
Yep, smack her back.
Sorry.
We had to bonk the hornness out of you. On this definitely PG-13 game.
Let's see.
We got our loop. Let's grab our scavengers.
Come again.
Let's get our camp kids. We go to the tavern. Yoo-hoo! Put in some quests. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hope I don't have to go back into summer or something to do one of these. And save. Now we're gonna talk to some ladies.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Femiruna.
Nothing. You.
First, let's give her a gift. She likes fancy stuff, back tea, and disciplinarians. Don't think we have any tea in here, do we? Here we go.
Oh my. Huh?
Why?
But
My duty is very
Okay.
important.
I am sorry. But I want to be your number one.
Emiruna.
Okay, making some progress with her.
Mahiru.
Huh?
Right.
Sorry.
I get
He's
it.
busy.
Oh. Right. So stupid of me. Yeah.
Got it.
Well.
Let's give her a gift too. Cooking, fashion, protected people. What says fashion? Maybe not that, but I don't know.
Oh?
Let's do it.
Come on.
All right. That's right.
Stretching is quite important, please. So here's the thing. Sometimes I will have like 600 BP. I'll talk to 5-star maidens and then I'll lose 100. So we're gonna go to the church and do a trimate. PG-13. Still missing these two. We got Lala. And we got a Cammy. Twins.
Here goes.
Not as... Yeah, there's the first dungeon in P5. There was... Was it the third one? It's like maybe the second, third, and fourth ones of Persona 4? Probably have to do another one at the church.
Hello?
Hello, that's a Harry. Yeah, we should be able to talk to 3 more and not go over. Nobody is actually maxed out yet.
Oh,
Alfie,
God's gift.
what's wrong?
Yes.
All right.
So she doesn't want to be asked about
Right.
her bust size, how old she is. Exercising. Sora idols.
Thank you very much.
And now she wants to talk about how old she is. Yeah.
Then
And we've Her talk about the eternal 16-year-old. Communicating is how we deepen our bond. Make sure you go back and train them super hard. So that's brought her to the next tick. That's good. Where did Faroon go?
What happened?
No.
Oh?
Wait.
If I remember, I don't remember the first dungeon being super long, but like they are hitting you with a bunch of tutorials along the way, so it might be longer than I remember. You might have like 1 or 2 good streams in there of that dungeon still. Really depends on how well the battles go. And like kind of like in Persona 4, how quickly you want to tackle them, or if you're doing outside stuff. Okay, so she just talked about how popular she was the whole time. At this point, I'm just trying to get some of them up to max, if I can.
That's...
What?
Huh?
Shut it!
What does she like? Cake and cats. Who doesn't?
The hell do you want? Thanks.
She likes cats and working together.
The hell's that?
I get you.
Huh. Oh.
Wait.
Jerk one. I guess I should thank you. Oh.
Huh?
Shut it! Ugh.
Enough. Brought us up to 100. I'm sitting on a good... I've got a good church to kid pipeline going right now. So maybe one more at the church. Dancing Faroon. Good old Rocky. Let's go. Right. In team edit. Thank you, Frey, for all your hard work. Let's see. Harry's 94. Are these all archers or? Maybe we can swap you for a you so we don't have a team full of archers. That's probably better. And equip, team best. And let's scavenger.
Welcome.
Might be sending a couple of these kids off to college here in a second.
Come again.
And no, they don't go to college. I'm just kicking them out of the house. I was trying to be nice about it.
Here goes.
See you later, Arya.
Here goes.
I just kind of hope they went to college. Not a good video game dad.
Hello.
Essentially that. There's also some like dumb achievements for setting so many kids off. What are some lower ones I can train up? So normally it's to get your like Grandvania level up to max, which gives me access like to better items and sort of a lot of higher tier stuff across the board. At this point, other than like a Steam achievement, there's... Can I just abandon? I don't think I can abandon them. I think I have to get them to like level. Oh, I guess I can just kick them out too. So we might be to a point where I'm just going to start kicking out people who aren't max level or high stats. Big yikes.
Welcome.
Do I get access to a better sword? That's a sword.
Come again.
That is not quite true. I've completed all the spring. Completed all of autumn. I kind of did them out of order. Completed all the winter. Summer has just one more. So we are whatever 11 1/12 is 0.03125. So 3% left. No, that's not right. It'd be 6% left. Yeah, we're about 6% left. Actually, I think it would let me go in the final dungeon now. So at the end of the last video, I had finished the 10th dungeon and the Ophiuchus dungeon opened up. And it looked like it would let me go there before finishing all of them. But I don't know if this is like,
Next up.
oh, what happens if you don't have all of them cleared before you go into the final dungeon? Will it block me, make me go out? Will I get a bad ending? So I'm That was at 10 of 12, so we did 11 just now. I'm on the 12th. And then I don't know, like, they said there's like a time limit, but I also don't know if that's like a real time limit or if they're just saying, hey, you got to do this soon. Because I would like to get like some higher level kids. I would like to get higher relationship with the maidens.
Let's go.
And you can do that without going into this area. But it's like, yeah, I don't know if it like after a in-game year passes, if it will kick me into it automatically. Yeah, kind of don't know what the end game looks like. So we're gonna do all 12 of these and try and increase social stats and other stats as much as we can. But so far, like there's been no real deadlines laid out. And even though these months pass, the only thing it seems to do is the month that you're on, excuse me, has like more difficult dungeons. Like you apparently face stronger enemies. And the month that you're on, you get bonuses in classmating, tri-mating, and relationship upgrades with that particular star maiden. But I specifically went out of order because I didn't want to. I was having difficulty early on, if you remember, and I didn't want to like be like lockstep in with that real-time month being a hard month for that dungeon. And so I sort of purposely went out of order. Because it doesn't care what order you beat them in, I don't think. I guess we'll see if there's any ramifications to that, but
Let's go.
I'm never gonna do another playthrough of this game. So if there's something like multiple endings and I get a bad one, or that my pathing somehow screwed me over, that's just gonna be, those are gonna be the bricks. More potions. Every one of these is gonna just be a jerk, huh? It's also not clear to me if I'm ever supposed to like backtrack, because the first 5 levels of a season are really easy, the next 5 are a little harder, and the final, like the bottom 3 tiers, are the hardest. So should I have gone like a little down in spring, and then a little down in fall, and then a little down in winter, etc., to like level up my party, and then tackle the last 5 when they're a bit stronger? Maybe?
Let's go.
I was kind of approaching them a little more aggressively because I'm in a very similar Persona mindset of you've got this dungeon. Oh, what happens if it's not done in time? Or I didn't want to be in a situation where I was like very underleveled and you have to go back and like finish that dungeon in 1 week.
Let's go.
But so far, other than that last boss, almost wiping me. These dungeons without like max level kids seem to be doing pretty well. These don't be boss fights or jerk fights. They're jerk fights.
Don't let your guard down.
Yeah, Fark, I don't know if you could take on 12 kids with bow and arrows. I had to go home last weekend to see my my family. I don't think I could. I don't think I'd take on my nieces and nephews at this point. I think once they figured out one punch to the crotch is all you need to take somebody down. That's their favorite move. Also, how's it going, Park?
Don't let your guard down.
Groin shots are instant kills. My niece once bit somebody on their eyelid when she was a baby. Eyelids are tender. I had a long run of PUBG treaters, so I fell off PUBG pretty hard after a couple weeks. Oh, he was holding her up as like a baby to his face, and she like with like her little baby teeth, she bit like the top of his eyelid, like right here, and just like latched on. He said it was in the most pain he was ever in. I'm like, I guess you can get taken down by a baby. So, just saying. 12 combat capable kids. Could probably take me down in my prime, let alone in whatever shape you want to call me in now.
Let's go.
Let's just call it subprime to be nice. No, you know you're the pretty one of the group, Park. You were the looks, Francie was the brains, Rock was the muscle, I was the wild card. It's just how we had to break up the squad.
Don't let your guard down.
I still go back to a lot of our old PUBG videos and I'm like, wow, how was I so bad at this game? Oh, pummel party. I don't think I've ever Alt F4'd out of a game faster. I was not having fun.
Don't let your guard down.
What was it? I showed Abby the other day of, it was all of us like laying in a field, trying to get like a good third person view for a photo op, and then just another team ran on top of us and just completely caught us off guard. But we still killed them. Those were the days. With a group of college friends, it is we can't play Ultimate Chicken Horse with everybody because some people are more competitive. Some people just don't like the player versus player aspect of it. And in Ultimate Chicken Horse, we'll just make like god awful levels for each other. Like stuff that's either you just need to be the best player in the world to get past, or we just all fail miserably until somebody gets lucky. And yeah, not everybody wants to play the most miserable fucking levels we can cooperatively make all the time, so I don't blame them. Oh, this is just the normal encounters. I think there's all like generic tentacles, so it's probably safe for work. Out of all the shit I've streamed, never gotten a Twitch TOS or takedown, so let's call that a tentacle just to be on the safe side. Ah, these fucking status effects. I never even thought about that. Yeah, if SMT in Persona just has a giant, an actual giant penis person.
Annihilate them.
Yeah, I remember some of those early streams. I think we'll just politely say they were different times. But yeah. 100%.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't do very much anymore. It's mostly work, and I'll jump on and do this every once in a while. Because otherwise I will start a game, play an hour of it, and say, I should do that later. But at least if I make myself stream it, I feel some compulsion to actually finish the game. And then I save the evenings for yelling at how people are cheating in Apex or PUBG or whatever game I'm playing that week.
Don't let your guard down.
Your kids are getting a bit older though. When are they going to be able to squat up? Get them into Tarkov. Oh my god, that'd be such a bad idea. Oh shit, Valorant. What do you know who they play as? Are they like a jet main?
Don't let your guard down.
I was thinking about reinstalling Valorant actually. I like dislike half the maps, and so it seems like I will install it, play it for a night, get the maps I hate, have people yell the N-word at me in chat, and then I'll uninstall it again. Hopefully they're getting a better experience. Good on health, I don't need to heal up.
Don't let your guard down.
Did we all ever do Valorant together? I don't remember if we did. Oh, Chamber's one of the, I think Chamber's one of the new ones. Omen's pretty good. I don't know. It's exactly like CS:GO, is what everybody keeps telling me, even though it's nothing like CS:GO. Maybe, maybe she can send me like her favorite tip videos, cause
Let's go.
oh my god, I don't remember like any of the good tactics. I pretty much stopped playing Overwatch when Bobby Kotick became a more public piece of shit. So I'm hoping they fire him and some of the more crappier people there, and I can be more morally open to an Overwatch 2. I remember having I mean if you just look up like Activision Blizzard CEO, you'll find a slew of stuff.
Don't let your guard down.
They renamed McCree in Overwatch because one of the people in there might have done some. I don't remember if it was allegedly did some crimes or actually did some crimes, but it wasn't great either way. So now I think McCree is named Calamity. I think they ended up renaming. Yeah. That person just turned out to be a real shitbag of a human being, and so they're like, we're not gonna let you be in the game, and they're like, we're just gonna not name characters after people anymore, since this always turns out bad. This is probably just a good
Don't let your guard down.
like a good stance. But yeah, I remember having like this amazing nights of Overwatch, just either in random games or getting like 4 or 5 people together and just rolling through. We'll kill the last person in this room, why not?
Don't let your guard down.
So now I just play a game where me and 12 kids beat up on dungeons full of monsters in a fantasy realm. I think it has been rumored. I don't think it's been outright said that the CEO definitely has to leave in the end of the Microsoft's purchase, but we'll see if that actually happens or not. I know it's probably like the least crappy thing he's done, but calling an employee up and saying, "I'm going to murder you," probably not the thing a CEO should be doing.
Welcome.
I don't need anything at the shop. I don't know why I'm looking.
Don't let your guard down.
I'm also not sure completely how I feel about him being involved in all the bad stuff that's happened and being given a giant stock payout. But I guess that's just how things work.
Let's go.
Well, the good news is they've only made like 6 games, right? Like World of Warcraft. I guess if you look at stuff outside of Blizzard, but like Blizzard's what? World of Warcraft, uh, Overwatch, Hearthstone. Oh yeah, yeah. COD is Activision. I think Activision is a much bigger library. But thanks for stopping by, Fark. Have a good one, and I hope your kid gets an ace in Valorant. There's always a good time. I hope I'm eating food soon. I think Abby's working on some curry, but yeah, I mean, Valorant is literally flashing your own teammate.
Let's go.
But yeah, thanks again for stopping by. Fark was one of the people I'd originally met, like playing and like fumbling through PUBG when it first came out. He had a pretty good he was a pretty big streamer back then.
Don't let your guard down.
And we met a lot of fun people playing. I don't know, good job. Am I an idiot for wanting to reinstall Valorant for a night? I feel like that's just going to be a bad time. Who is texting me? Oh, my friend's bragging about going to the movie theater. We are going to Blue. I really want to see the new Nick Cage movie, but not go out to a theater enough to see it. Especially given with how
Don't let your guard down.
how bad I felt after the flight back. Kind of don't want to sit in a theater full of people coughing and smacking popcorn. And I don't think it's out on streaming anywhere, is it? Yeah, looks like it's in theaters. Oh well,
Don't let your guard down.
that'll be a watch when it comes to HBO Max, or we'll buy a Blu-ray. That's another one of those things. I really want to see these movies. Gotten used to not going to the theaters to see stuff. Not that there's
Let's go.
not that we have any like dearth of things that we want to watch. So yawny.
On another boost.
We
Don't let your guard
what was it? I think the last like release type movie we saw was the new Matrix in the comfort of our own home. We got back after Christmas from seeing my family, and or maybe it was the night before. I don't remember. It was right. around Christmas, so it's still pretty fresh. And I'm like, oh, we just get a month of HBO Max. We can just sort of watch this. And then we got used to the other stuff that's on there. Like we were watching some like Impractical Jokers back catalog. We were watching the new John Oliver stuff like in its entirety and not just what gets uploaded to YouTube.
Let's go.
Put me on it now. I'm hopefully gonna sleep like a baby. That'd be great. It's only 5 here, so I don't know why I'm exhausted. I've also been messing around with some Payday 2. It has been a while since I've looked at that game, and wow, are there like
Don't let your guard down.
there's like a pseudo story mode. I think it's just like you should go through these missions, which I was playing with some newer people recently, and I didn't know about that. I'm like, oh, we should like going through those and just selecting the base missions and doing it that way rather than like throwing them into some deeper stuff. Probably would have been best. I think the previous man, was it before I moved to California? I think I might have had like video from like 2009 or like achievements from 2009 from Payday 2. No, like 2011.
Don't let your guard down.
But yeah, there's like 2,000 achievements in the game. We got like 5 new ones last night that I'd never seen. I don't think I've ever played Payday 1. Okay, so then it must have been, I must just be misremembering. I thought it was one of the first things like I've ever streamed to YouTube, and I thought it was a decade ago. I can double check the timestamp. In that case, I was definitely in California when we were playing it. Holy shit, it is 2022. Thank you for reminding me. Also, my memory's terrible. And when we bought it when it came out, and we didn't even get it on PC, because we were initially playing it all on the 360. So we were all playing on 360 together, and then
Let's go.
like a few years after that, we got into the PC version. Because I think we were like all having fun on the console version, but the PC version was like, hey, this is it has controller support. It's getting a lot more updates, getting all this DLC and extra missions, and like it was prime 360 time when Microsoft had a very either slow or maybe we can say thorough certification period and expensive certification period. So like people were just not updating their games unless they had to,
Let's go.
or it was like, hey, we're gonna update this to support DLC, which we know is gonna make a ton of money. So that just like got left in the wayside, and then we started replaying on PC. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be the person who's getting like max level 500 infamy on that game, but like I was infamy 2 like level 78 the other day, and I've almost reached max level. I'll play it for a bit until it's not fun anymore. Which our first game last night was like a 6 goal, 1 down variant that was designed to be stealth, and we accidentally went loud just like having goofed up and not played it in a while. And we just like fell up. We almost got through with it, but we fell apart pretty hard.
Let's go.
Uh, but yeah, there's like a whole like meta, and there's an actual ending of that. Payday 2 is, I bet, one of my most played games on Steam. Good old Steam calculator. I've only played, I don't need that. Show me. Good, no back bans, I didn't think so. Here we go, games. Sort by time. We're gonna get there. At 2,500 hours, it's PUBG. Payday 2 is only 119 hours. So you've, it's in my top 10 and you got me beat. I guess I'm a Payday 2 noob. Oh damn, do you almost have like 200 hours in Absolver?
Let's go.
So top is PUBG, and then we have Clicker Heroes, and then we have Rainbow Six Siege. Number 4 is Ring of Elysium. Number 5 is Apex Legends. Number 6, Time Clickers. Number 7, Tom Clancy's The Division. Number 8 is Disgaea 2. Not surprising. Number 9 is Payday 2, and number 10 is Path of Exile. Which, those, what was Path of Exile? Did I break 100 hours in that? Yeah, those are all 100+ hour games. Is it? Did I get to see that right? Yeah.
Let's go.
Information. Let me look at my histogram. There is 589 games I have never played. $589 out of 771. 76% of my Steam library I haven't even hit the start button on. And a lot of them I probably won't, because I think I rebought the Dead Space trilogy on sale when I had already played through it. Same with BioShock. I played through that on the console. Probably not going to replay it on PC, but it was like in a bundle, or it was $10 on sale.
Let's go.
I put a lot of time into Overwatch. I wonder if there's a Blizzard like game tracker. Put in a good amount of time in Destiny 2 as well. Probably not 4 digits, but easily 100+. like before it got on Steam even. I guess I'm just not the, I'm not generally the type of person, I mean, despite playing long RPGs, I don't like
Don't let your guard down.
really just play one game forever. Destiny 2, Dark Souls, not surprising. Siege, PUBG. You must have played a lot of Siege, or like before I got into it then. Destiny 2, Souls, Siege, PUBG, Company Heroes, Rust, Dark Souls, Dead by Daylight is 7th? Or 8th? That seems a little low. Rome Total War 2, and then Payday 2. Soon to have Absolver in the top 10.
Don't let your guard down.
Oh, only 205. I think you do have more hours in Siege than me, right? All that time and you weren't giving me any Siege tips. Oh no, I had 880 hours in Siege. Still, I could have used some of those tips.
Let's go.
Let's see, were there any games? Let's see if there's any like multiplayer games I was really into that. Halo Infinite was only 60 hours. 40 hours in Conception. Any big multiplayer games here? Force is like 30 hours. Yeah, I really tend to like bunch up my multiplayer games into kind of just a couple different ones.
Let's go.
I bet if I were to replay Siege, I would just be garbage at it. I don't think I was very good. I think I just put in enough time to kind of know the places where to point my gun. I definitely felt like a lot of the guns were very high recoil for anything more than a tap. The people I played with tend to say that the recoil was non-existent, so. I must have been bad. I kind of applaud people who can put in 5 digits of hours.
Let's go.
Because I just can't imagine playing like 10,000 hours of any game.
Don't let your guard down.
2,000 hours is a good amount of time in Destiny 2. What, Destiny 2 calculator. How many hours waste Destiny 2? I think there's a website that will help me out here. I think I remember my... I thought this tracked it. Maybe I gotta put it in my Steam since it got moved over. Oh, I guess 237 hours? Total on Destiny 2? That seems low.
Don't let your guard down.
What's the player base like for World of Tanks? Is it pretty big? Or is it just everybody trying to Farquad
Don't let
other
your guard
Farquads? One more floor. Oh, this is a long one.
Let's go.
Only 15 hours of Destiny 1 played. What a life. I think I might have played like World of Tank for a couple hours when it was when it was free to play on Xbox. Oh damn, that's still a pretty big game.
Don't let your guard down.
I assume that 18,000 is like across platforms too. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like that's pretty balanced for PC and console players. That's just PC.
Don't let your guard down.
Okay, this is a much bigger game than I thought it was. I remember back in the day playing like early Call of Duty and Halo, you could see exactly how many people were in every playlist. And then like some year they just stopped doing that. Probably because it was data they didn't want to give away to competitors. Okay, so it's not just like a cross-play type setting. I've probably only known the console version then. I think it was like an old Halo 5 or an older Halo had like Action Sack and other like sort of custom modes. One of them they just called World of Tanks. It just you spawn in scorpions on different maps and you get one respawn. If you jump out of the tank, you like die a second later. So you pretty much gotta stay in the tank. And I felt like I enjoyed that, but I don't know if I would. And I enjoyed Battlefield 3, driving around and shooting tanks with other tanks. But I don't know if I would enjoy World of Tanks.
Don't let your guard down.
The PC version doesn't have modern tanks? I figured that would be the big pull.
Don't let your guard down.
What I want is the World War I tanks. I want a tank that has a 50% chance of breaking down every 2 minutes of driving, or will immediately get stuck in a ditch. What if Ace Combat, but for tanks?
Let's go.
Surely there's some game out there that's like very anime and tank based. That's not Girls June Panzer. Because I just want anime people to be in the tanks. I don't want the anime girls to also be tanks, or however that works out.
Don't let your guard down.
Yeah, and that one, the anime girls are warships. There's another one where the anime girls are planes, and I know there's one where anime girls are tanks and guns. Like, I want like Blue Sub number 6, but where a lot of people can fight against each other. Blue Sub number 6 Battle Royale.
Don't let your guard
I loved it when I saw it like back in the day on Cartoon Network, and I remember immediately going down to a Suncoast and putting a hold on one of the DVDs. I definitely have the the dual-sided DVD discs for the miniseries. For like the 4 episodes or whatever it turns out to be when it's not an OVA. I did not save the box because I like consolidated a lot of boxes when I was in college to make space. So I just have a like a CD jacket full of those. I don't think that's ever been remade. I think there are talks of it. There are talks of remakes, talks of sequels, but I think that version is that version. I'm not like sure even if they ever did like a proper remaster.
Don't let your guard down.
Old TV shows and movies. I have a jacket for, and then I have like a couple spindles for old like drivers and software and PC games I have. Got a physical copy of Shogo somewhere around here. Abby, I think, has the Knights of the Old Republic CDs. And yeah, that's the downside. The build that I moved to does not have doesn't have like a physical slot for an internal Blu-ray like my other one did. I need to either figure out how to take that internal drive and make it external, or get a high performance external one. Haven't really figured that out yet. We were at some game store in San Jose, and Abby found like a World of Warcraft or Warcraft 3 like chess set, like, or big chess box. Maybe you know more about what that would be. But it was a little beat up, but at least complete in box. The battle chest, that's what it was called. She was pretty keen to find that. Ooh, please don't wipe me here. I don't like being back attacked. But yeah, it had all the books in it too. I don't know how usable that is. I don't know if like a key from then will even activate in BattleNet, but I think she wanted it mostly for the like collecting purpose and not for
Don't let your guard down.
like practical play. She probably already owns all those games. Or is more about how cool Kerrigan was than how to actually play the game or get past certain missions. StarCraft 64 needed a lore book. Potion up, and I guess we'll see I get past the last dungeon here.
No way. I know that.
God's gift, just so you know.
All right. Let's
Transfer magic's the only thing I got here.
powerful enemy. Next up.
After unite.
Let's go.
Next up.
Beep boop. No heal on them. We can heal you. There we go. Okay. Oh, please don't just back attack me to hell.
My turn.
Let's go. Let's go.
My turn. My turn.
And we did it. Put in the Virgo star offering.
Right.
Let's check out the gift shop. So many new gifts to buy people. I don't know if I can afford these all. This is a game I haven't played yet. We'll buy as much of these as I can, especially the new ones. Oh, that's a big buy. Keep picking up the kids.
See you later.
Later.
Yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo. Anything good at the shop for me? Yes. I'll take one of these, please.
Come again.
Let's save that up there. So time to make some Star Kids, I guess. We'll do another Star God Academy.
Yes. Oh.
How terrible.
I don't know about tea etiquette.
Hmm.
She loves fancy stuff, black tea, and disciplinarians, so...
Oh my.
You shouldn't slurp. That's not wrong.
Yes. Good day.
Okay. Sure, I'll study up. Kinda mean.
Mahiru.
What? That's good. Uh-huh.
Let me get a quick check on the food situation. When should I finish up? I like
Well?
eating hot, fresh food, so don't want to be on too late, but I want to see how far I can get in the game tonight.
How you That's right.
Yeah, like these are like not fully voice acted, some of them are.
Oh?
Oh, really? Uh-huh.
Faroon. Okay. How do we... I can ask her anything to boost her mood.
Right.
Give a gift. Let's double check on the exercising, sore idols, and straight things. So this is like a celebrity type thing?
Thank you very much.
Oh, not like that. We'll see if she gives us any relationship boosts on that.
Oh,
Right.
I should maybe do some training so I don't get left behind. Max bond number, so let's go to church. Trimate with Gemini. Welcome to the family, Anise. Welcome to the family, Lancer. No more bow users. I'm chock full of bow users. And oh well, that's going into the clip for Abby.
Wait.
oh. Well, Oh? That's wrong. But,
Both of them love cats.
Huh?
So let's go to the inn. Do we have anybody? No one's max starred yet. So we'll send max stars to the scavenge office. Scavenge hotel. Head on out their inn. I don't know if there's any like sort of smarts to choosing like kids who their parents are and when to scavenge, but maybe. Then we need to go to day camp. That's right. Scrolled right past it. Need to get you to work, Alfie.
see you later.
Okay. All kids dropped off. I wonder what happens if I peek in to the Ophiuchus ruins. If I can come back or not. Blue this way. How strong are the
Let's
enemies?
go. My turn.
Pretty strong. And this is going to be the big XP zone. This is not the big XP zone. I was in fact mistaken.
Don't let your guard down. Another call? Got it.
I'm in a busy dungeon. What's going on here? Hey, Femaruna. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can keep it going for a long time.
That is today.
Oh, you're gonna read a romance novel. Hopefully I don't die.
Next up.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Don't let your guard down.
So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if the last level's actually 5 stages or not, but we'll go a little. We'll at least get up to the next level area, and we'll see what happens. Foxy, you're okay, girl. I know.
Let's go.
Bark. Conception 2 is on sale right now? I was looking earlier and I don't... At least last week I was looking at it and it was not on sale. So yeah, Golden Week would make sense. You're fine, Foxy. You're right, this is $4. The sequel is, I mean. I don't know if it's worth $4, but it is $4.
Let's go.
We lost A-Team. I'm told that food is about done, so I'm gonna clear out this room, and then
Don't let your guard down.
we will save up. Always be healing.
Let's go.
So yeah, as this fight's finishing up, thank you everybody for tuning in, for chatting, for watching. We are coming up upon the end of this game. So my guess is that it's not actually 5 floors deep, and they're gonna throw a curveball at me. But yeah, my guess is maybe this for 2 more streams, and then probably on to Paper Mario. So yeah, check out the Steam sales if you want to save some money. They're going pretty big right now for Golden Week. And probably won't stream again until next weekend. But have a good one until then. Laters.